Hello children, so I am Satish K. So now we are going to discuss few questions in your 10th standard science, particularly biology. So in biology you have got a chapter called life process. So now in this life process you are learning about what are the events that are going to occur in plants and animals. So now it's a quite big topic. As a result, you have too much questions to be answered. So therefore, in today's class, I will be addressing few questions with regarding to this life process. So my question number 1 is this. So why carbohydrates are stored in the form of starch, in plant? So this is the question. General thing. So you see, it's a very simple 2 marks question where you can answer. So what is the answer for this? See, carbohydrates which are prepared, what can say, are not immediately used in plants. So therefore, these are converted into starch. The question is why starch? Very simple, because it serves as an internal energy reserve. So to show you it in a diagrammatic pattern, so you see, for example, you have studied about photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is what? You have got carbon dioxide plus water which helps in producing glucose, C6H12O6. This is the reaction. Apart from this, yes, you have get water. So water 6H2O, you get 6 oxygen. So this is the reaction which occurs during photosynthesis. So now our question is this. So now the glucose produced by plants during photosynthesis, whether it is used, 100% it will be used. But how much? Because you know plants, they carry out photosynthesis when the sunlight starts and it will continue until the end. So therefore, in a day, huge amount of glucose is produced. And basically what happens, whether plant can make use of all this? Literally no. Very simple. See, you get food materials in your house. So will you make use of it all of a sudden? No, you store it. Likewise, now this glucose which is known to be produced in plant, what happens? It first, in case of photosynthesis occurs in leaf. So the mesophyll cells present in leaves. So they have got chloroplast where this process of photosynthesis is going to take place. Now, immediately in this, what happens? Glucose is converted to sucrose. Now, sucrose moves through the veins, come to the phloem, and in phloem it will move to the storage organ. And ultimately, it will be stored in the storage organ. For example, let me say the storage organ is root. So in this root, this what can say sucrose is known to be converted into starch. So now the question is, this is the question. So why starch is a carbohydrate? So now this starch will be preserved in roots and will be made use by plant as and when required. Why? Because this can be easily converted into glucose, and therefore whenever they want energy, they can be utilized. So therefore this is depicted in the diagram. So you can see here what happens in this part of the diagram. You are seeing photosynthesis where glucose is prepared, and now this glucose which is prepared, it is converted into sucrose, ultimately into starch, and it is stored. So therefore this is the diagrammatic representation. Literally I feel that this diagrammatic representation will help you in understanding the concept, but your answer remains only so much. So if you follow that the carbohydrates which are not used immediately are stored in the form of starch, Because it serves as internal reserve to be used as and when required. Okay, so this is with regarding to the answer for the first question. So now we shall proceed for the second one.